Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. Also, my disclaimer that I put in all my videos. My family and I live in a small apartment. I have a 14-year-old daughter that's homeschooled. My ferrets get noisy. Sometimes you can hear them banging on their cage. My husband works weird hours and keeps weird hours. So you may hear some disruptions, interruptions. My craft room is in the main area for everybody to for people to walk through, coming in the door, leaving the door, having to use the restroom. Small apartment. Not much that I can say. I can apologize, but it is what it is. Today, for St. Patrick's Day, I have a whip and chat for you of the piece I've been working on for grandma's, for Diamond Grandma's diamond painting for this month, which is all petals 25. I have this will actually be me finishing up. This will be the completion of the project that I started. And I also have great Homer. I apologize.
Was that a little scary?
But my husband, like I said, is a little loud. And apparently today, belchy. Anyways, I also have the project that I am going to do next month for the next diamond painting event that Diamond Grandma has, which is hashtag Tailfeathers 25, which is anything I think to do with angels, feathers, birds. She has a listing on her Facebook page, and also I do believe it's on her YouTube channel. She explains her events and the events that are coming up. The project that I plan to do for that one, I know I hauled it before with my teammate hauls. It will be the owl family, or at least that's what I call it. There's no specific, other than the number, which is, the kit number is DH1121, and it is a 30 by 40. Here are the drills. Colorful but muted. And I'm just kind of curious on how, we have some purples, like a purplish type. Oh, wait, no, it's not purple. Sorry. There's the purple. This brown kind of looks purple. But we have some purple here, which I think is going to be like the eyes of the owls. And then for the beaks and stuff. So, I'm curious on how it's going to turn out. The drill field's really very nice on it, so I think it'd be a perfect project for this event. And honestly, at this point, that was the only one that I had that was birds. Birds or anything that fell into that, and I really did want to participate because this was kind of fun doing this one. And I really didn't think at first I was going to participate, but I just thought it was fun. Well, I'm going to go and switch you over to my craft table, and we can see how the progress that we've made so far. Okay, so I just have this little bit here left of this piece to finish. Like I said, it was really fun to do. And I believe when I just to recap some of the things that I've said about this piece, the kit number for Temu is QD 1037. It's a 40 by 40, and I call this one Biker Gnome, since I have it. They're just kind of like little, like they're ready to get up on their little Harleys or their little scooters. Kind of reminds me, like when I was younger, before I had issues with like motion sickness, high rates of speed. Like I can't even do, I can do a baby coaster, and it does get me ill. But when I was younger, I used to like roller coasters and high speed stuff. I used to ride motorcycles with prior partners and whatnot. But my husband he likes motorcycles and he's really into that. So it kind of reminded me of like us, sort of. And I was actually going to do this whip and chat on our anniversary of us actually being officially together, but as they say, life happens. So kind of had to put it back. He needs to stop on the coke because he's just loud. Like I said, you never know what you'll hear in the background of any of my videos. And being that he's home today, which I appreciate, he's just going to be loud and obnoxious, I guess. Or at least gassy. I guess that's the worst thing that I can complain about is him being gassy. Then I think we're in a good spot. So yesterday, I don't know how y'all are with all these storms that are going on. Yesterday, I'm from Pennsylvania. Yesterday we had 2 EF1 tornadoes, and I had to look up like what an EF1 tornado was, like range-wise, like how bad it was, because I was not 100% sure. I mean, when I was younger, when I was younger and in school, I used to be like a science geek. Well, I still like science, but I used to be like a science nerd. In fact, of like, oh, I knew what was like a high tornado or not so tough tornado kind of thing. Well, comparatively to some of the other places that have had tornadoes, they verified, because they have two currently today at post-storm. They have 2 teams that are tracking where the tornado came from, like the areas that it hit, I should say. And with it being a EF1 tornado, which they say like the wind speeds of those are, because like I said, I looked it up because I wasn't quite sure. It's 86 miles per hour to 110 miles per hour, and 2 of those touched down yesterday here in Westmoreland County. The first one that touched down was near my mom's house, like the area that my mom lives. My mom lives in Kecksburg, PA, which is very famous for people that are alien and cryptid enthusiasts, more so aliens, because I believe it was in 55, 56, something like that. Like, my mom was young. They had a supposed UFO acorn touch down there. But anywho, and they have big, which is one thing I'm going to participate in this year. Every year they have a big festival. It's a Bigfoot UFO type festival. They've had some famous people that are into like the cryptozoology there speak. What's his name? I know his first name is Stan. I can't think of what his last name is, but he's a very famous person that like has tracked Bigfoot and things like that. Like, my mom actually has met him. As I ramble off, she met him because he had to get permission from my mom and my stepdad in order to investigate the woods behind their home, because he was like making I guess they were making like a documentary or maybe a YouTube thing about the path of Bigfoot and places that Bigfoot was sighted, which happened to be parts of the woods in the back of my mom and stepdad's home. But anyways, so Kecksburg is close to the Bear Rocks, Acme, and Donegal area of Pennsylvania here. And basically, from what they tracked, where the first tornado had touched down was Bear Rocks. Then it went through Acme, which is a little closer to my mom. And then Donegal, which is also around the same area as Acme, close to my mom. Because, like, basically it came from the way I understood it from looking at the newscast. It kind of came down this Route 31, which is, like I said, close to my mother. And that area kind of like rolled down that way. And then the secondary EF1 tornado that touched down yesterday was in the southwest Ligonier area, which was like Derry, Blairsville, up near Yellow Creek State Park here. Yeah, there was damage, but thankfully, as far as I've heard so far, there was no fatalities. My mom's fine. My husband and I's friends that live near that area also, like near the Mount Pleasant area, they're fine. They just pretty much had some property damage, but you know, you can always get property damage fixed. You can't really honestly, like, if a life's lost, you can't kind of fix that. You know, so far, like I said, thankfully yesterday was not tragic with these storms. Of course, today it's comparatively, the temperatures have dropped from the way it was this weekend, and rather quite chilly for St. Pat's Day. So, at least positive and a world full of negatives. So how have you all fared with these storms, and how are you guys doing with your St. Patrick's Day? Did your local area have your St. Patrick's Day parades today, or are they having them, or did they have them over the weekend? You know, how do you and your family celebrate St. Pat's Day? My husband is actually making some traditional corned beef and hash. I think last year we had corned beef and, I don't want to say corned beef and boiled, like, I believe we had like a corned beef brisket and potatoes. I tried to get my husband to sneak in some of the cabbage, and he's like, no. He's like, I get a bad reaction to cabbage. He's like, doesn't sit well with me. So he's like, we're not having cabbage. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm not gonna have him in pain because I like cabbage. I'll make that on the side or something. You know, no biggie. You know. So, not sure what. Oh, okay. There's just been a lot that's going on. My husband's switching jobs again. What else? It's kind of hard to say what's new. Our little Fuzzet's adjusting. I don't know why I call her little. I mean, yeah, granted, she's 4 months old. So she's supposed to be the little one, but she's quite bigger than Al. They seem to be getting along a lot. There's a lot of characteristics that the new ferret that we have has that is like the old ferret that passed, which is scary. I mean, maybe that's not the proper word to use, but it's just eerily similar. let's see what else. Yeah, what I mean by the little one is like eerily so similar to Luna, is that she started this new thing. I mean, yeah, I understand it's only been, see, today's the 17th. She's only been here 17 days. But she goes and she'll crawl over their exercise. Like we have so they don't get hurt and she doesn't get into things that she's not supposed to. We have like a little playpen for her. She crawls over top of it. Just to go and crawl. She'll crawl over top. And then she'll go and she'll sit there by the cage like, hello. I went looking for you. I'm looking for you. I mean, she hasn't, like, I can see her from the craft room. She has not yet walked in the craft room because we caught her before she started walking around the apartment. But she just goes and she looks for everyone. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Just a lot, I guess, of adjustment. Like they were fighting last night a little bit. Like, alrighty then. So I'm back. I had a few things to take care of. Pardon me. I apologize for the interruption. I did remember what I was thinking on saying or wanting to say. I've mentioned before in prior videos, it's in the description on my channel also. I am a small business owner. I go to local craft fairs, events, festivals. I sell different home decor style items that, are unique. They're handcrafted, some might say semi-handcrafted because of the items that I use. Like I use different kinds of statues and things like that. And you can see that from some of my other videos that I've made, like my Valentine's Day video. Like I don't mold the little fairy characters and stuff. I purchase them. But our first event for 2025 will be next month, on April the 5th. If any of my subscribers or anyone viewing this is from, Western PA, anywhere Westmoreland County, the event will be like from 10, I believe it's 10 to 3. They have a Facebook page. It's Jeanette Spring Craft Show. Myself and I forget how many other vendors they said are going, like vendors, handcrafters, because they're not, this year, they are not having people that are like, they are not having the vendors that do not handcraft their items. So, like, you won't have to get bombarded with, like, people trying to sell you spices and candles that they haven't made themselves. Like, so you won't get hit like you get sometimes with people that are selling Tupperware, selling the Scentsy and stuff. Like, these are people like myself that have actually, come up with the ideas that they have and that they've created, which is kind of nice. I mean, being that it is booked as a craft show. It's not booked as a vendor show. Like, I've done vendor shows also. Sometimes I've done better at vendor shows, just selling my homemade craft items than the vendors have with stuff that they've purchased from the company and are trying to sell. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we will be there from 10 to 3. September. Not September. Oh my god. What am I thinking September? April 5th. From 10 to 3. Like I said, I do believe it is 10 to 3 because that's usually the usual time that it is. So, it'd be cool. See y'all there. Say hi, whatnot. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? We'll have Greensburg. I still have to contact them again. Greensburg Community Days coming up. And also in July, the UFO Festival in Kecksburg. We'll have that coming up. I still have to send in for both of those. Send in my application and pay my vendor fee, but we'll be there. Come hell or high water, we'll be at those two events. What else? I can't really think off the top of my head of anything else. It looks here like I'm done with this, the little section that I had left. So, let me put this away. All that I really have left to do with this piece. Let me readjust this. Get a better look. Okay. So here's these two adorable lovebirds. All I really have to do next with this piece is I'm going to seal it. And then I'm going to put some new washi around the edge. Like the more decorative washi. And that's really all I have left to do, and then submit it on Diamond Grandma's craft page on Facebook. And this is my March completion for hashtag All Petals 25 with Diamond Grandma. And I can't say the lady's name. The lady's name is also co-hosting. I don't want to mess it up because that would just be rude. But she's from Canada. She also does diamond painting, coloring, and I do believe she has hauls also on her. So you might want to check out her channel when I figure out what it is. Not figure out what it is. I should have it written down here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I have a book of my events. Just keep myself straight. Nice Canadian lady. Her YouTube channel is and I apologize if I butcher your name. Enza Diamond Painting Gallery, and she's the co-host for this month's Diamond Grandma event. Like I said, this is my completion for the event. I just have to seal her and re-washi tape her. I'll have the kit number, of course, in the description and the header of this diamond painting. I do believe they still have it at Temu. For anybody that's interested. So, alrighty, guys. that's all I have for you today. So I'll leave you with my normal spiel. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to also click on that bell icon underneath if you'd like to receive notifications on updates when I post new video content to this channel. We also here at Notorious Whimsical Creations appreciate shares. And as always, I'm going to leave you two with this also. With a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun, things that make you happy, and sparkle them with a side of whimsy. Till next time, YouTube land. I may have some better content. And also, since it's St. Patrick's Day, don't be drinking too much of that green beer. Later.